Hey guys, the new Beetlejuice full-length trailer has come out.
Don't say it one more time.
Let's do it. But that's if there's a sequel, a trilogy. So let's watch it together, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go.
Here's a preview.
I'll turn that down a little bit.
It's intense.
Oh, don't.
She could be like a new Elvira.
Yeah.
Don't do this. I don't understand why they have to treat audiences like idiots. Okay, we got a funeral. We got the Ortega actresses
Death is hard.
doing very well these days. Addams Family, right? So now we're going from Addams Family to Beetlejuice.
Good choice.
Hey, there's the artwork.
A trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him.
Yeah, that's right. There's the set. Love
I
it.
believed he was gone forever until you found this in the attic.
Bio Exorcist? Beetlejuice.
Never say that name. Beetlejuice.
Oops.
Astrid, I am serious.
Yeah, you probably should have explained it to her before you went in.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
Is that Batman?
Batman. Well, it's Tim Burton. Tim Burton's back. Got the couch scene with the crazy characters. That's the shrunken head guy.
That's what we're here to find out.
His goofy smile. What?
That
That's
looks
a
terrible.
terrible effect. Almost looks like a made-for-TV movie a little bit.
Willem Dafoe.
I love Dafoe.
Where's Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
They did that
did
again.
that.
Okay.
So the movie's not out yet. They have some time to fix the CGI, right?
Yeah, I think some of the choices
That's
there.
a big standout.
Her face right there, I guess, says it all. Some of the choices on that, I think it's purposefully hokey,
Yeah.
purposefully goofy with the practical effect. I like practical
Yes,
effects, but maybe
big fan.
a little bit more detail. I want it to be a little more grosser, grittier. They're going for the cartoon, which maybe they're inspired very much by the Beetlejuice cartoon. Anybody remember that?
Yes.
You know
stuff.
what? Yeah, it's fun. It wasn't, and apparently, Alex, you're telling me that Beetlejuice, did you know, a little piece of trivia that was in Trivial Pursuit.
Beetlejuice was only in the movie for 17 minutes. At the time when the Trivial Pursuit was printed, he was the title character that was in the movie the least.
Yeah, so, and there were
Time this one.
I thought it was like 10 minutes, but, so yeah, we'll have to time this one. And is too much juice too much? Now I think he's gonna be in it a lot more than 17 minutes. Is gonna ruin the feeling, the formula? I don't know. Well, it looks like he's still got the hots for. It looks like Beetlejuice's hand here, and still wants to get married. So I'm curious if he's going to continue that storyline. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like that's the very first thing he did when he came out.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something feels off. I mean, I'm very tired of them just taking everything that we watch as kids and redoing it. It's like, where's the Goonies
That's the sad
remake?
part.
Where's Big Trouble in Little China? Where's Labyrinth? I hear is in the works. They're writing it now. It's like
The
I'm
Rock was tied to Big Trouble in Little China, which I wish that project would die. And
I
think
it
has.
did, which
I
is
think it has.
fortunate.
And there are colossal disasters like Dumb and Dumber 2, right? Which we do not want to see happen. And
American Psycho, too.
and again, that film doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. But then there are colossal successes like Top Gun Maverick. So it's like, where is Beetlejuice going to fall? And other than it looking somewhat cheap and not
Yeah.
gritty or scary enough, if I remove that from the equation, it feels like maybe it'll fall in the middle. At least I'm hoping. But to be honest, I wasn't really super enthused or man, I
was
can't wait
looking
to see
for
this. I thought it would get me there, but for some reason it didn't quite get me there. I think Alex might be hitting one. I mean, something feels off about it, like a
It's
made for
feels
TV
forced.
movie.
Yeah, it definitely feels made for TV, but I don't know. It feels like they went down their list of IPs that they own, and they're like, all right, let's just force this one. It's like, well, are we going to take our time to develop it and give all the care it needs, like they did with Top Gun Maverick? No, make it this week and get it out.
Like these cheap
go
flashing
further
lights
back.
and
This
and
dance
dancing.
sequence?
This is
What
like
the-
this is the
it's- that was-
stupid shit that they do.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like it kind of made sense in the first one. They're doing that Shake Snore song, or
Yeah.
whatever, doing all that. But I don't know.
But this and
one's
then
just-
this villain here is like.
I will never speak ill of Monica Bellucci, but
Well, I will, and I don't care about her character, and I think that everything is going to be derailed in order for a generic superhero turn Beetlejuice into a fucking superhero thing where he has to defeat her using the powers of dead, maybe using his. Remember how he can like make a brothel appear out of nowhere?
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just yeah.
It's one of Beetlejuice's powers.
Are we gonna figure out how he got out of the sandworm?
And a lot of little kids. This has me worried. This more like, you remember how Disney Plus had y'all's favorite Hocus Pocus, and then they did Hocus Pocus 2. This is
that
giving
does
me
not
those
exist.
vibes. That's yours.
That does not
Hocus
exist.
Pocus 2.
That's perfect. This feels so much like Hocus Pocus
Yes.
2 instead
Yeah.
of Top Gun Maverick, and I wish
Now, yeah,
it wasn't.
and here's the things that work. Michael Keaton.
Oh, he's great.
Michael Keaton looks like he hasn't lost a step with Beetlejuice, and it's working out. Why does that
This-
look so bad?
Yeah, it's like, are they playing video games or something?
like you could have.
And the sandworm too, though.
It's the.
It's got.
This
be
has to be a video
Windows.
game. This
Yeah,
has to be a video
that's what
game
I'm
or
thinking too.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, not a real.
And look at that, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, who is the best? So there's a lot of talented people in this.
Oh, they never. I didn't even see Danny the first time. He's doing the whole bride thing, and then he's gonna give it up, and it's gonna be Monica Bellucci.
See her ring finger's cut off. You see that?
A vehicle. Yeah. And William Dafoe, maybe this is her husband or something like that. But see, the makeup effect on the side of his head
She's
looks
hurting
awful.
Danny.
Yeah.
It's
But-
like Spirit.
But it is in the same
This
style
looks like Spirit.
as the goofy makeup from the first, the elongated face and the open with the eyes.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's the same thing, Joe, but it just looks less creative
it
to me.
does.
Yeah, it looks a little less creative than the other thing.
Like
And then
that right here
this
too.
one right
Because
here.
I think the first one they did a lot of claymation stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
they looked pretty cool. I like that. This is just
This is
like
Pee Wee
this,
Herman,
but this is just like I don't know.
but it's supposed to be that.
Yeah.
It looks kind of. Okay, the eyes are CGI. I
no, if
think.
they would have done it like Large Marge?
Large Marge.
Yes!
That's what it is.
No,
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, but
That's
that
Large
other
Marge.
one looked way creepier
Claymation. Large
and better.
Marge was claymation.
And
This
that
one
was
looks
that
like
one scene.
it's an actual effect where they didn't spend enough time to light it correctly, or
You're not supposed to watch it frame by frame.
Yes, and
or
then this
something.
right here.
This is straight from the cartoon. That reminds me of the cartoon with the things. But I do love the
Sandworms.
sandworms. I mean, took after Dune, so it's like this is Dune's cousin right here.
Yeah.
Sandworm,
I wish we didn't see them. I wish they
goofy cousin.
were. Yeah.
They're just gonna be on that planet temporarily and then get rescued from it.
Yeah, but then, I
And
mean,
maybe
if you get
they'll
eaten
leave
by
the
it, you
villain
just-
on the planet at the end. What's that?
Well, I mean, Beetlejuice got eaten by one. He's fine, so it doesn't matter.
True.
This guy's acting is a little too over the top.
This
Justin
guy,
Thoreau? Yeah.
It looked like a young Brendan Fraser there for a little bit, but no, I'm not familiar with who this is.
Oh, he was in The Last Jedi.
Sorry.
He was
This guy.
he was in
Looks like a
Zoolander.
Brendan
He's a
Fraser.
writer on stuff. So I think he was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with his work. But the standout is going to be Beetlejuice. So if we get
And Danny
Beetlejuice
DeVito.
more, and Danny DeVito for 5 seconds probably,
Yes.
and some
The greatest
janitor
5 seconds.
cameo. So as long he could carry the film, and Winona Ryder and him could possibly carry the film.
I hope it's good.
I couldn't care less about this. What's her name? Bellucci.
Monica
Bellucci's storyline. William Dafoe is always a great actor, so I'm willing to give him a chance. Those two are probably going to come together. You got your Addams Family vibes. Maybe it's a husband and wife kind of thing. It's going to be quite interesting. And yeah. Before I saw anything with this, I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's see. And I'm like, because your title is so clever, Beetlejuice, I was like, I already want a third film, Beetlejuice. But after seeing this, I'm like, we're going to have to wait until you earn it. But I think even if this is a failure in theaters, that they'll probably still release it on HBO Max, and it'll be like a lower budget Beetlejuice eventually.
But it's some comments actually.
What are the comments? I don't know. I saw like an article before I saw this, like, oh man, this is so good. This is like Tim Burton returning to his roots. Let's talk about that. I actually haven't seen a good Tim Burton film in a while.
Remember Dumbo? We love Dumbo.
Yeah, his new style is like really.
Or Willy Wonka and the
really bad.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You didn't love that one?
I like how the effects look like they're from the late 80s or 90s. It gives us a nostalgic touch. Yeah, I think it was done on purpose. Love how the Sandworms have that claymation aesthetic. It's a little bit, 36 years later, and Michael Keaton hasn't lost all that charm that made him Beetlejuice, and I agree with that. Keeping the practical effects was the best decision ever made. Yes, okay. So hold on. I don't want to. I want practical effects, but I want them to look slightly a little better, and that's what I want, because they could have gone full CGI, and I think what people are really happy about is that they didn't go CGI.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I agree with you guys on that. I fully support that, but
it could have looked a little better.
But Alex, they're making it like the 80s and 90s is the response.
I think they did better job in the 80s and 90s than the
too.
side of Willem Dafoe's head.
I really do too. Okay, so I'm happy anytime Michael Keaton gets a paycheck. Yeah, me too. Keaton is so iconic. The cast, the score, the plot, the director, a very messed up ray of sunshine to brighten everyone up. The plot? How do you know the plot?
I don't know.
Okay.
Beetlejuice comes back, and then problem with him coming back, and Monica Bellucci shows up, and then I don't know.
Is the plot out there somewhere? Let's see. Story by I don't know. Jenna Ortega. Burton is still interested in doing Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii in early 1991. By 1993, they tried to rewrite it. 1996, Smith turned it down in favor of Superman Lives with Nicolas Cage. Wow, it's wild. And then 2011, they tried to do something. 2015, 2017, rewrite. 2019, the sequel had been shelved. 2022, February, the sequel was announced again by a different production company and stuff. So they've been trying a long time to get it, but I can't find any information on a plot. So good. We'll keep it a surprise. All right, guys.
Works for me.
Well, this thing comes out
September
6th. So very interested. What do you guys think of the trailer? You think everything looks great and fine and could be awesome, or are you like us where you're like giving pause because the track record of these things aren't that great? There's been far more mining of old nostalgic IPs that go poorly rather than them being done justice and being a hit. So, all right, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.